If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards at competitive prices, check out our web store at mtgoacademy.com/store.
All right, we are back for round 2 against Josh, aka Cronin, one of the Yawgmoth soap opera guys. So this hand is kind of mediocre because it just has a ton of mana, a Phyrexian Revoker, and a Massacre Worm. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I am on the draw. So there are only 18 lands in the deck, and we have 4 of them. So that's not like a great hand, but if we draw anything, I think we'll be in good shape. So I'm going to keep this. There are 29 dudes in the deck. Some of them are like this, obviously, but we're sure to draw some, right? I'm going to play carefully. In other words, we can ramp very quickly with Cradle and Mana Crypt and some other things. I just want to see what's going to happen. My guess is he's going to play some kind of combo deck. That actually gives us something to do. That's kind of neat. That gives us something to do too. Okay, I'm going to go all out here. First thing, Workshop, Mana Crypt. We're going to play Revoker, and we're going to name Voltaic Key. I don't want to get time vaulted out right away. Alright, so there's that. And then drawing this was pretty good. So here's basically a card that seems pretty unplayable to me. It's like Alloy Mirror, but a little better. And I think he should figure out at this point that I'm playing Shot Pod. So if we draw... What can we draw? We can draw Phyrexian Tower, then we can just drop a Massacre Worm. That doesn't seem very good right now. This is probably better served attacking than doing anything else. And this Crypt is going to be hurting us, so... not sure what my opponent is playing. See a Lotus Petal, huh? I guess like I'm really nervous about Katakis. It's a good thing that Phyrexian Plague Spitter can kill those. Alright, so we have a Grim Monolith, huh? I would really love to see another Revoker now. Winning the flip there is awesome. Birthing Pod is also awesome. So the question is, what do I want to do here? Do I want to play Gaia's Cradle? I probably do. I don't know how good Lodestone Golem is in this matchup, though. So I'm actually wondering if I should find a Summoner's Egg, and then next turn make it into a Frost Titan. That's kind of going to be my plan. So let's think about how I want to do this. Do I want to take damage? I should pay attention here. Like, maybe Lodestone Golem is the way to go. I could also turn Revoker into something, but that seems bad to me. There's also a Metamorph option. I could duplicate the Grim Monolith, or I'm sorry, make another Revoker and name Grim Monolith. I kind of like that idea, actually. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Birthing Pod right now. No, I'm not. I'm not going to cast Birthing Pod right now. I'm going to attack first. And I think that's the smartest play I can make to eliminate his Grim Monolith, and that's going to be the goal. I think that really sets him back mana-wise, because he cracked a Lotus Petal for it. So I'm going to get in there with these guys. Alright, then I'm going to play a Cradle. And... okay, so I'm going to cast this like this, and I'm going to pay this. Yep, that's how you do it. Sometimes it's hard. Alright. And that's going to resolve. And I think the thing to do then... and I'm going to pay all this fun mana to avoid taking life loss. I'm going to crack the Scuttlemutt. And so I could find... Lodestone here. I'm going to go the slow plan play and find Metamorph, naming Revoker, and I'm going to name Grim Monolith. Alright, so then I pass the turn. Now this admittedly slows down our clock a bit, but keeps him from doing anything fancy for the time being. He did find another land. That's going to make him go down to 15. So I could turn this into a Deceiver Exarch. Like, I could change the... if he empties his hand, I can lose the Voltaic Key Revoker and turn it into a Deceiver Exarch and then into a Lodestone. And that might be worthwhile. Okay, Imperial Seal. That's an interesting option. I don't know what he's going to look for. I have no idea. It has to be with very little mana. So let's see if we... okay, we lost. That's fine. Let's see what we draw. Skull Clamp is pretty good here. So what could I do? I could find... I don't know what he just Imperial Sealed for. Could have been a way to get rid of one of these guys. It could be a combo piece, maybe a Tinker. Let's say it was a Tinker. What would I want to do in that situation? I couldn't afford to lose the Voltaic Key guy, could I? I don't think I could. He's got only 3 cards. Let's say he draws Tinker. He can't tap the Monolith, so if he plays another land, he sacks the Monolith to find Time Vault. But he would have to have another land or mana source in his hand to be able to use the Time Vault in Infinite Combo. So that would give me a turn to... I'm not sure if it would give me a turn to do anything. Like, maybe I just want to... Because I don't want him to tinker and find Time Vault if I can help it. But maybe what I want to do is turn my Revoker into a Lodestone Golem this turn. That might be what I want to do. Then if I do that, he can't even cast Tinker, so it should in theory disrupt his plan. Alright, so let's operate on that assumption. I'm not sure if that's right. But I'm going to attack with both these guys, putting them at 9. Okay. And then, I mean, he could also be looking for, like, Grafdigger's Cage. That would be pretty lame. Like, I just don't know if I want to blow the Voltaic Key plan. What are my options? If he is planning on tinkering, I mean, he could still be tinkering. Let's say he tinkers for Blightsteel. Then my options are much more limited. Like, what I could do is turn this into a Trinket Mage. That seems really bad. Yeah, I think I have to assume that he just looked for Tinker. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm going to assume. Because I think he also would have just cast the Time Vault. So let me blow the Revoker and turn it into... Alright, yeah, let's do this. I could also do the Grim Monolith. It gives him so much mana. Maybe I don't care. Because he just Imperial Sealed for something. Maybe I don't care what he... No, I think I do care. So we are going to crack this one. I'm not sure that this is right. I'm going to find the Deceiver Exarch. And I'm going to untap target permanent I control. I could have done this and just tapped the Grim Monolith. Maybe that would have been the right play. Actually, now I'm starting to think that it would have been. But we've committed to this now because of the particular cards we've chosen to destroy, to sacrifice. And do I find Summoner's Egg or Lodestone? I think I have to find Lodestone here. And I then... No. Do I do that? I don't believe I do. I play a City of Traders, and then play a Skull Clamp and equip it. Alright, and then we pass. So he could have found Tinker. Alright, I think he found Tinker and we just made the winning play there. So he probably brings in... what does he bring in? Because he's playing some sort of artifact Tezzerator, Jacerator combo, I think. So I think he brings in like Grafdigger's Cages. I also think we want this for to deal with Blightsteel. Maybe another one of these to deal with Blightsteel. I don't know what else he's going to be playing. Needlebug probably doesn't do very much, but Trinisphere might. Plague Spitter probably doesn't. Maybe the Thornspell? I'll have to think about that. I don't think Elish Norn well with that. Could be wrong. What's not going to be good? Heap Doll probably? So, what else do we want to do here? I want to cut another card. I think I probably want to keep the Summoner's Egg. I could cut a Salvage Titan because it's a little less valuable in this matchup, I think. But I don't know if I have room to bring in Thorns. Like, I suspect he brings in Graph Digger's cages and has many ways to tutor them out. I could cut like a pod, but actually the sacrifice value is still there. I mean, I could cut like all my pods and bring in thorns. I'm not sure that that's very good either, though. So he's going to be playing Tinkers. You know what? Maybe we bring in these guys and we try to figure out what to do. Like maybe we cut the Salvage Titans, cut one of the pods, and cut something like Pith Driller, which really sucks. And then we have to figure out what else to cut. I'm not sure if this is the right plan. Do we leave the Summoner's Egg in? It seems really bad. But then the Zealous Conscripts are worse. Like, maybe we have to keep in this other... We just cut, like, a random card. Like, we cut another Frogmite. That doesn't seem extraordinary to me. Let's try that. Not sure how I feel about it. Okay. So, game 2 is about to start. He's probably going to be on the play. I'm glad we took that first game. That takes off some of the stress. Also, you may have noticed I turned my mic volume up. I had to get a new mic because the last one broke. Actually, then I broke another copy of a mic like this, but it doesn't matter. The point is, Logitech makes a good microphone. It's just not very portable. I can hardly blame them for that. Oh, God. This hand is frickin' interesting. All right. So I'm totally going to keep this hand. If he can't do anything explosive on turn 1, this Thorn has the potential to just like blow him away. And I take it he's thinking, because he's thinking about his hand quite a bit. Having Tolarian Academy and Trinosphere in the same hand is pretty nuts. Like, it feels like I'm playing an evil deck right now. We won't mulligan this. He could also have Force Will in this deck. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Alright. That is fine. That is cool, I would say. So we're going to cast this first. If we cast the Thorn, I mean, we've got the Academy. I think we have to like, this essentially doesn't cost any mana. It will if I already cast the Thorn, but I think it's worthwhile. Like, I could ramp first, but that just seems really wrong to me. Alright, so that's how I'm doing this. Not sure if that's right, but I'm reasonably confident. Alright. So I'm feeling pretty good about this game. That's interesting. I don't think I want to do that, though. Play the Academy first, and then he's probably going to feel despondent, because I know I would if someone just played the Academy. MTGO Academy, ho ho ho. Let's cast Silvermere. So that, I don't know if I should have done that in that order. I can then, hang on, can I play this yet? No, that costs 1. I think I did these in the wrong order. I'm extremely confident that I did them in the wrong order, actually, and should have played the Mana Vault first and then tapped it. As it stands, it's going to be okay, I think. Yeah, I'm feeling okay about this. This is going to be super sad for him if it resolves. Okay. So we don't have much going on, but he doesn't really have much going on either. I mean, he could Tinker this turn. That would be pretty bad. No, he can't Tinker this turn. Alright, he can play a Mana Source this turn. That's decent for him. So the question is, do I want to use this? I think I do. Yeah, let's do that. That gives us, like... Did I just cancel it? Yeah, I did. So I'll... Oh my god. I just misclicked through the wrong thing. Okay, well, that could be bad. This is going to allow him to take 1 extra damage, essentially. And we have to eat another Ancient Tomb slot. That isn't very good for us. Okay, so sad day for us. But drawing Trinket Mage is fine. Yeah, that would have been much better to not have to take the 2 from the Ancient Tomb, have access to both the Mana Vault and the Torp. It's just bad. What just happened was just bad. All right. So we're going to definitely play Trinks, and we are going to find almost assuredly a Skull Clamp here. I think. Pithing Needle does not seem to be the answer, but Skull Clamp we can't play this turn. Well, we could. We just have to take another 2. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to die to regular damage as is. Okay, so that was horrible. We basically took a ton more damage than we needed to, and we also couldn't deal one with the Silver Mirror. He could Tinker this turn. Would that be bad? Yeah, it would be bad. What the hell is happening? Toxic Deluge. Awesome. Alright, so we are actually going to pay this time. So I don't have to keep just losing mana. That's real bad. Like, it would have been real nice to be able to have equipped one of those guys. The way that all worked, I got boned. But we have 29 creatures, so we could claw our way back into this, even though that misclick cost us dearly. Alright. Tezzeret, that guy's going to be a problem in the short term. What we really want to find, like, right now is the Zealous Conscripts. Okay, what's he finding? Time Vault? Alright, so we have to draw something this turn or we're going to lose for sure. Palladium Mirror is probably not going to do it. I'm thinking, but there's no way that I can actually do something. So I think that misclick with the Tolarian Academy cost us the game. I'm going to pass the turn to see what he uses to kill me, I think. He also could have, in theory, like, boarded out Key. I mean, I don't think that's likely, but there's no reason to give up right now. I should see what he does. He could also have the key in his hand. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you can just do that. Alright, so that's pretty funny. I got murdered by an Ashiok, but essentially I was dead anyway. I want to believe an Ashiok. So here's a question. Was this plan worthwhile? The Thorn of Amethyst plan? I don't know. I cut like Pith Driller and Salvage Titans. Salvage Titans might be okay. I just don't know. Let's keep the deck pretty much as is. My mouse just made a weird noise. I'm sorry about that. What did I do? I just cut a Frogmite? Let's cut the Frogmite again. Let's keep it as is. I'm not sure. I really would have liked to have won that last game. I think I could have done it if I'd untapped properly. I would have had like 2 extra cards in hand. This seems to me fine. Like, I can revoke on turn 1 like a mana source and hope to get a good one. Okay, he had them all, which is good for us. Sad for the state of the game. I am going to do that because then he's going to be more apt to play out his next mana source. So I'm going to pick, right off the bat, Lotus Petal, I think. Because I bet he's running a lot of those. He does have Toxic Deluge that I need to watch out for, though. Okay, what's he doing? Key. Alright. So maybe I should have waited on the Revoker, but maybe not. I don't feel that bad about it. Alright. So Wasteland, can't do anything about that right now. We're going to attack, and we're going to name Voltaic Key. Actually, we're going to name Time Vault. I think that that's just smarter. Even though he can do little combos with this, that's like, it's just okay with me anyway. So let's drop this and play another one. Alright. Not a stellar start, but feasible. Metamorph can name like Blightsteel if he does something like that. If he cracks this, this puts him at 16, virtual 12. Looks like he's going to wait on that, which means he might be brainstorming this turn. And we have double Wasteland, so that... I actually don't know what to do about that. Like, I don't know if I want to go the Revoker aggro plan right now. Let's do this. Alright, that's fine. Do I drop a Wasteland that tells him he has to find a basic? I like the idea of pressuring him to do that. I think it makes his deck worse. No, he didn't crack it. Why didn't he crack it? Does that mean he wants to find another land? Yeah, he must have. If he brainstorms, I'm going to hit the Pluto Delta in response. Okay. Interesting. Like, do I want to hit this now? I mean, there's no reason not to do it during my turn. He can, like, float. Let's draw a card first. That's interesting. Yeah. We're doing it during the draw step, so we can't do too much here. Okay, yeah, he didn't have anything to do. That's fine. So we hit him, put him at... Like, I could have not done that, and then I could have played the Ancient Tomb, and I could have played a Revoker and a Metamorph, and that would have put 8 on him next turn, which means if he cracks the Delta, it means he can't crack the Delta, which would have probably been the right play, now that I think about it. I think that's alright. I'm going to get in there with these guys. I'm really kind of worried about Toxic Deluge. And then the next question is, do I play the Metamorph or do I play the Revoker? Because if he does Toxic Deluge, then I'd rather have a Revoker as my remaining card than a Metamorph. So, like, that's an interesting option, at least. Okay, here's what we do here. I play a Wasteland, and I play the Revoker with an Ancient Tomb. And I hope he doesn't have a Toxic Deluge. So if he, like, Mystical Tutors or something, I hit the Delta immediately. And what do I name here? Voltaic Key, Tezzeret, Ashiok? I think Voltaic Key. Alright. So then I pass the turn. We see if he Mystical Tutors. And he doesn't. Like, triple Revoker is pretty brutal against him, admittedly. I mean, he could have something I'm not prepared for. His deck has a lot of versatility, and it's hard to anticipate what I need to do against it. Alright, so he's passing. He didn't play another land. Alright. drawing a Frost Titan there isn't very good. All right. So let's crash in there with all these friends. Then we play the tower. This is really funny with Zealous Conscripts too. I should not play this, but I should pass the turn. Do I hit that Delta? I think I wait for like a Brainstorm or something. This could be a turn where he deluges. Or he tinkers. I mean, I don't know. Maybe hitting the Delta is right? It's really hard to say. He could also be playing Mana Drain in his deck, in which case he doesn't really want to crack this right away. Because if he finds a swamp, it can't get killed by Wasteland. But if he finds an Underground Sea, it can, but it can cast both black spells and Mana Drain. So that could be the position he's in. I'm just being honest with him. I guess that means he was just screwed from the get-go. All right, so it looks like he conceded. I'll reveal my hand to him. And I will see you guys for round 3.